So me and my homeboy sitting up here talking about all the people that President Trump disrespected. Women, gays, transgenders, blacks, Mexicans, Asians, and now veterans. Seem like he disrespecting every color in the world and everything that ain't what he is, which is a racist. So with that being said, the people that voted for him got exactly what they wanted, and he gave them what he said he was gonna give them. So the next motherfucking president, you better tell us what we gonna get for your vote, and you better show up and deliver. Period. We just want some peace, love, equality, and tranquility for everybody. All lives. Just a basic conversation. Now carry on.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Wise, back at it again with another reaction video. All right, now, hey, today I'm checking out a article from Blaze Media in reference Big Snoop Dogg endorsing Donald Trump, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought it, man? If you haven't done so already, man, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below, man. I love hearing from you guys, man. Hey, I already know I'm going to hear it in the comment section. I know my Ravens lost yesterday. It's all to the good. We'll be back next year, man. It was a great game. Shout out to the defense for holding, Mahomes to 17 points, man, and a shutout in the second half. We just couldn't get anything going on offense, man, unfortunately. But, hey, it is what it is. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. Life goes on, So give me 1 second. Let me slide this article in. And this is good news. We've seen Benny the Butcher, endorse Trump. We've seen Meek Mill endorse Trump. I think people are slowly but surely starting to come around, on the entertainment side of things. We still, I think we still got a ways to go. But this is an article on Blaze Media from Andrew Chapados. And if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, please correct me down in the comment section. I'm going to make this really big so you guys can see that here. It says here, I have nothing but love and respect for Donald Trump. Snoop Dogg praises Trump in surprising show of support. Now, I'm going to slide a video down. Well, actually, you'll see some videos in here, that shows Snoop being very disrespectful, and speaking in a very disingenuous way. He really sounded to me like Roland Martin. I'm guessing, I bet you guys don't know who Roland Martin is, but Roland Martin likes to call people, simple Simon MFers, if you are, a black Republican or someone who supports Donald Trump, or a black conservative, and people who follow, or not necessarily follow, but support, Donald Trump and believe, in the policies, that he implemented, in the first administration here. So let's get into this article, man. So it says here, popular veteran hip hop artist Snoop Dogg gave surprisingly positive remarks about Donald Trump after years of disrespecting the 45th president. Snoop Dogg, the 52-year-old Long Beach, California native, spoke to the Times about his thoughts on Trump ahead of the 2024 election. When asked about Trump, the rapper reportedly laughed before responding, "Donald Trump, he ain't done nothing wrong to me. He has done only great things for me. He pardoned Michael Harris." Harris is reportedly the co-founder of Snoop's first label, the infamous Death Row Records, which he now currently owns. Harris was in prison for drug offenses when he was pardoned by Trump in 2021. So I want to slide myself back in here. So you guys, before we get into, the quote here, and I know y'all seen it at the beginning of the video, it's just surprising because obviously you could just tell that a lot of these entertainers, man, they didn't believe what they were saying back in 2019. They didn't believe it. They had been paid by the establishment and they were giving their marching orders. They were giving their talking points. And they all went out there on their, respective social media platforms to all of their millions and thousands of followers, out there, and parroted this foolishness to the detriment of the country. Because if we look at what has happened over the past 4 years or 3 years at this point, everybody that can see, and even Stevie Wonder and those out there that are, vision challenged, they can see that the country was way better during the Trump administration. And, things are just ridiculous, at this point, and we need to get back to where we were. It's so crazy to me. It's almost like, you wish that we had a crystal ball, and people could see like, hey, if you go along to get along with these people, it's not going to turn out good. It's not going to turn out good for just regular people, your fans. It's not. But it is what it is. Let's keep going with the article. So, it says here, his quote, so I have nothing but love and respect for Donald Trump, the rapper added. Snoop Dogg did thank Trump for the release of his colleague in an Instagram post at the time, which is a stark contrast from his previous comments. In 2020, Snoop said that Trump had disrespected every color in the world, and even said that Trump had disrespected gays and transgenders. I'm not even going to get on that. I don't recall that happening, but if it did happen, send me the video. I'd like to see it. So me and my homeboy sitting up here talking about all the people that President Trump disrespected: women, gays, transgender, blacks, Mexicans, Asians, and now veterans, Snoop said, according to Billboard. Seems like he's disrespecting every color in the world and everything that ain't what he is, which is a racist, he continued. Snoop then declared what he required in the next president, which of course turned out to be President Biden. So the next MFer, you must tell us, and this is a quote, you better tell us what we gonna get for your vote. You better show up and deliver, period. We just want some peace, love, equality, and tranquility for everybody. All lives. Just a basic conversation. Now carry on. I'm not going to show that video. Y'all seen that at the beginning there. In 2019, Snoop urged fans not to vote for Trump, calling viewers stupid if they thought otherwise. And this is a quote directly from Snoop. Actually, you know what? Let's show the video. Let's do that.
I just want to say this real quick. Now, on no political shit. Ain't no fucking way in the world y'all can vote for Donald Trump when he come back up again. If y'all do vote for him, y'all some stupid motherfuckers. I'm saying that to y'all. And this punk motherfucker don't care. Don't vote for that nigga. Please don't. Look what he do. He just don't give a fuck. Y'all honest, blue-collar, hard-working people and suffering. So if he don't care about y'all, he really don't give a fuck about us. So fuck him too. And fuck everybody down with Donald Trump. I said it, yeah, Snoop Dogg. Fuck him.
Wow. He put his name on it. He definitely put his name on it. And now we can see that the policies of the left and how detrimental and devastating they've been to all Americans, and even if you're a wealthy American, you're spending more today, at the pump in the grocery store, than you did, 5, 6, 7 years ago. These are facts. Poor people are poorer today. All of us are actually poorer today due to the policies, implemented by this current administration. So let's keep going here. Let me 1 second. Let me slide this back in here. Okay, let's keep going. So perhaps his most egregious shot at Trump came in a music video. In the visuals for the 2017 song Lavender, Snoop stood next to a clown version of Trump before pointing a prop gun at his head and firing it to reveal a banner that said "Bang." The video also portrayed many other characters as clowns, but later showed the clown Trump once more hanging out with Snoop while wrapped in chains. And that's the end of the article there. So let me pull myself back in. So you've seen that, I hope you guys enjoyed this article, but I'm glad to see Snoop, finally came around. He's obviously not taking money, from the Democratic donors, or decided not to take that bread, and actually speak the truth. Because, Snoop comes from neighborhoods very similar to the type of neighborhood, I come from. My neighborhood wasn't as gang invested and things of that nature, as a neighborhood, but, a lower class or lower middle class, Black neighborhood. And the people that live in those areas, those are the people that are suffering the most behind the policies that Joe Biden and his administration has implemented. The policies are hurting us. And if you just look at it for face value and what it is, you will see one side and what Trump had help people. We're talking lowest unemployment rate in Black and brown communities. We're talking obviously the First Step Act that helped, one of his guys, get out of jail, and a host of other people get out of prison that had been locked up for a long time. And I actually know a couple people personally, who were released due to the First Step Act. On top of that, the amount of money that was given to HBCUs, no other president had given that much money, to HBCUs to help, Black people, further their education. The one big thing that no one really talks about, I'm not gonna say no one, but people don't talk about a whole lot, is the opportunity zones. Being able to open businesses, being able to go after government contracts and things of that nature in these opportunity zones that were only in communities that were considered, impoverished or lower income communities. During that time frame, more Black businesses were open and in operation than any other time in U.S. history. New businesses being opened. So when you look at the policies, those policies implemented, they help Black people. Was Donald Trump at that time a little uncouth? Yes. But was he lying? No. No one ever refutes what he was saying. People always just talk about how he said it. It's not what he said, it was how he said it. And, I'm one of those kind of people. When I first heard it, I kind of thought the same thing. But then when I started really starting to peel back the layers, within the onion, I started to realize he ain't lying. He telling the truth. These cities, he had mentioned something about Baltimore. He wasn't lying. It's been bad. We got some of the worst school systems. We got some of the worst schools and the worst school system, or one of the worst school systems in the country. He ain't lying. And the list goes on of the places that he talked about. Could he said it in a more, coofed way? Absolutely. But he's a New Yorker. Most New Yorkers that I know, they're pretty brash people anyway. And you just, you get what you get. And, I can respect when someone tells me, who they are, and then stands on it. And then I got a choice to say I like it or I don't, or I want to be around that person or I don't. And I'm okay with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video, man. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this content, man, make sure you smash that like button for me. Share this video with someone that you know. And drop me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, man. And with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch up with y'all next time. We out. Peace.